everybody has the same thing. That means all your neighbors are growing the same thing. This is going to be for you, and they will be easy to grow. This is the Oriental poppy, the Picotee. You're getting 3 of them for 3 easy payments of $10.99 with free shipping and handling. Zones 3 through 7 will be able to handle these beautifully. And Barb, I got to tell you, this is new to me. I want to hear all about them.
Oh, well, Sandra, you're going to love having a poppy in your garden. First of all, this poppy Picotee is so unusual in its color,
Yeah.
and it has an incredible size. The flowers themselves are going to get 4 to 6
Wow.
inches across. So it's a big flower. The color is just something that is going to dazzle the garden or the containers that you put them in. That pristine white with the edge done in the coral. And then what draws me in is that black center of the poppy. It is so pretty that we were so excited to bring this to our customers at QVC and able to get such an unusual color that we could get enough of to bring it to QVC. Many people, and probably even yourself, a lot of really great gardeners do not know how easy it is to grow a poppy.
Yeah.
They are drought tolerant, very little maintenance with that in of itself is going to make them a wonderful plant in my garden.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're easy to grow and you're getting this really unusual color is pretty
They're
incredible.
awesome. And I do think that, like, this is not something that I see, like, driving around my neighborhood. I have not seen anything with
No.
the Picotee poppy. So I am really, really excited. What do I need to know about it so I can get them home and I can start having these big, large flowers for blooming?
Yeah, so the first year you're going to get foliage. That second year is when you start to get more flowers. And that third year is what you see in front of you and me here of
Nice.
that amazing pop of color in those full sun areas
Okay.
that maybe it's that rock garden or the planter on the
Mhm.
patio for that bloom time of late spring to early summer. This is just going to be so, so pretty and so easy that many people will wonder, why have I not grown these incredibly, again, exotic looking plants? They
Yeah.
have this crepe paper look to them, to the flowers, and they're also so incredible in cut flower arrangements.
And I also love the look of the plants themselves. Like the leaves are
Yeah.
so interesting to look at.
Yeah, but the deer don't tend to like that texture of that leaf, and the
Mhm.
bunnies tend to leave these alone
Good.
too. This is a perennial that's going to come back year after year that you're not going to have to work too hard at. Butterflies, bees, the bumblebees are going to love this. I don't even do anything in the fall.
Mhm.
Um, I just let them die back naturally, and then the following year they come back again and they look amazing. I do wonder why more people don't grow them, and I think probably because they're not so easily found.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've never seen anything like them, and I've heard of obviously poppies, but not this variety. So if you want them, get them home, 1-800-500-7590. They're going to ship as bare root, and if you're someone who doesn't really like to dig too much in the garden, you hate the idea of bare root, really is perfect because you're not really digging a big hole in the ground, but you are getting plants that are already well on their way to being mature. In fact, Barbara, you can show
Yeah.
us how you send these, but
Okay.
I do love these. 1-800-500-7590. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. So you're going to dig a hole that's about twice the size of the bare root. You are going to have different size bare roots. So they all will be magnificent. And you're going to plant this about 1 inch below the soil surface here. And tamp that down. That's it. So it's not that deep. The roots are long and you do want to get those roots underground, but about 1 inch below the soil surface. So that's where your plant is going to sit below the ground there. You're going to water that in the first year. You're going to baby it a little bit more. It is drought tolerant, but especially that first year, if we're getting some dry spells, you want to make sure your
Yeah.
soil is moist. And the blossom booster is going to be amazing for the poppies. They
Wow.
are going to give you giant flowers. These flowers are going to get 4 to 6 inches across. So that is just the face of the flower that just opens up beautifully. I love the pods too. As you said, the foliage is pretty. Altogether, this plant, again, when you put it in the garden, it's going to have this uncommonly pretty shape.
Yeah.
Getting a different shape into your garden is a huge thing
Yeah.
that a lot of landscape designers will do. Mixing the shapes, getting the height right. This is going to get 15 to 20 inches. So
Okay.
again, that great mid-range plant
Right.
and layers of delicate flowers that to me resemble crepe paper, but they add this gorgeous pop of color in that pristine white with that coral edge.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It is really nice to have a plant that, after that first season, of course, all plants the first season, if they're perennials, you want to give them a little extra water, make sure they don't dry out. And then after that, these will pretty much take care of themselves in full sun. But I love this idea of a plant that doesn't take so much work, but looks like you really know what you're doing when you're growing it. If you're someone who is tired of the typical, like everybody in your, let's say everybody in your neighborhood has, the same old daylilies and not the interesting varieties, and everybody, this will be perfect because it's something different.
Exactly. And it's a different shape. It's a different texture. That crepe paper look, it almost looks like that flower just floated down from heaven. To me, I love the color, I love the size, but most of all, low maintenance for a flowering plant that comes back year after year.
And so there it is, 1-800-500-7590. Give us a call if you'd like it, or of course you can always go to QVC.com. Each plant, just $10.99 with free shipping and handling. Coming up at the end of the show, okay,